Today, we're going to be talking about blockchains, okay? The blockchain economy, because this is where we are now. And this is just our present time, our reality. You see, the blockchain economy has been steadily growing over the years, right? While many may still be in denial, the fact of the matter is the capital flow into the space clearly indicates that blockchain technology is here to stay. The capital flow into this space also indicates a demand from the people. Today, we're going to take an overview of the blockchain space and some of the reasons why we think this technology, blockchain technology, is going to be in our lives for a very, very long time. Double up.
Very, very long time. That's a big statement. And here's the fact. People are actually starting to demand it. It's just finally coming out to the general public. See, here's the reality. People want more transparency. They want more security. And that's why we have blockchains. One of the most popular one of them, Bitcoin.
One of the reasons why this technology is continuously moving the way it is it's because of what the people want. At the end of the day, if society does not want anything, I think it'd be very difficult for that thing to survive. We have a chart here. This is the Elderman Trust Barometer, right? And it shows that more Americans do not trust big tech. When we talk big tech, we're talking about Facebook, Twitter, and so on and so forth, right? We've seen some of the things that the big tech companies have done, from just spying on people and so on and so forth. And it clearly indicates, as you can see here, the trust is dropping. Now, when we talk about the Bitcoin economy, there are some trends, right, in some areas that are definitely gaining some traction, or where most of the value is right now. And we can see this is kind of across digital hard money, which is Bitcoin, untouchable, you know what I mean? No two ways about that one. And then you have decentralized finance and the metaverse with NFTs, right? Now, it's difficult to ignore these sectors or this sectors of crypto technology, of blockchain technology, when you can clearly see that we have over $280 billion of total value locked across decentralized applications, right? We see Curve, MakerDAO, right? $19 billion on Curve, $15.4 billion in MakerDAO, and the list goes on and on. I'm surprised Uniswap is on this list. Scammers.
Hey, don't get mad because we got rug pulled a couple of times.
Look, man, you cannot, if you are decentralized, I don't want to talk to you. If you're decentralized, there's not supposed to be customer service. This also means that you should not be able to block me from using Uniswap when I'm in in an environment that maybe it's not favorable to whatever it is you guys do. But that's besides the point. Different video. Let's carry on.
Well, we can also talk about the main sectors in the space, right? So here are the main sectors that you have in the blockchain space. Of course, you have DeFi, which is one of the main ones that you have a lot of money in. And of course, you have the metaverse. But do you know that there are also payment gateways, Web3, which is kind of like a new statement. It's been around for a while, but it's just a new terminology. You also have privacy space, softwares and ad devices, like you have in this case the Ledger Nano. You can consider that either an hardware, software, or a privacy solution in the space. You have stable coins, you have wallets, hard and software wallets. I just mentioned that earlier. So yeah, you have multiple solutions out there in the space. You also have in the space companies that are adding value to the blockchain economy.
Right.
One of the biggest companies that I think that if I did not want to invest directly in crypto could be invested in is NVIDIA, AMD, Visa, Intel. Intel, for example, is contributing majorly to the mining space by enabling miners to mine more energy efficiently. So yeah, we have businesses out there contributing majorly, and these are not small businesses. These are billion-dollar businesses. Next, you also have companies that have already implemented or have adopted or in the process of adopting or implementing blockchains. This could be cryptocurrencies or actual blockchains themselves. And as you can see already in production, you might not hear it in the news, but Amazon, Microsoft, JP Morgan, I think PayPal is in the news already. Walt Disney is in the metaverse now. Oracle, so on and so forth. Companies that are still researching blockchains, companies like Apple, Johnson and Johnson, Comcast, and the rest of them. And as you can see, Tesla is already piloting the acceptance of Bitcoin for transactions.
Absolutely. Now, there's a lot of companies here, and before you carry on, you said something that just struck me there. You never see this in the news. This is an insane amount of companies in the blockchain space. How come that every time we hear about crypto on the news, it's always bad news, always something negative?
Yeah, and I think
with Bitcoin. Go ahead.
I think that's one of the things that we are stuck here for you, our audience, is to actually inform you that that's the way the markets work. So by the time you hear it in the news, it's usually too late for you to get involved. Which is why I guess listening to us will allow you to know informations like this, because you literally have to dig into research documents to see information like this. But in the actual general news, there's a lot of fraud. People in investing or in the markets trying to fear you out of the market so that they can get it much cheaper, so that when it's time for them to sell, you're the one buying at the more expensive prices. So next here are actually the fact that we are not done yet. Those companies that you see are just the early stage adopters. There's still a lot of opportunities in the blockchain space. You know, there's financial services like banking. You can do crowdfunding now with cryptocurrencies. Real estate is starting to pop in the news a little bit. You can actually take house loans on real estate. You can do your will and trust in real estate. You can do insurance with real estate. You can also talk about travel and mobility, you know, the old logistics, air travel. You can pay for your tickets. You can track logistics through blockchains. There's just a lot you can go through. Healthcare, governments can use it for taxes. They can use it for voting. There is retail, which you already see McDonald's and Burger King and so on and so forth. Gucci just announced that they're gonna start accepting Bitcoin and Shiba Inus and Doge and so on and so forth. Agricultural space, you know, it could also be used in that space for tracking. You know, if you're buying tuna or you're buying, you know, some expensive fish, how do you know that you're actually paying for the actual fish from the location in which they say they harvested the fish from? Entertainment, you know, AMC for example. You can even use it for music, movies, for art. Which you're already seeing right now. You can release your music on NFTs. So it's literally growing. This is just the beginning. So if you're an early adopter and you want to start looking into these spaces, these are some of the other areas that you can start looking into.
There is massive potential in this space, man. But you know who else accepts Bitcoin already with no restrictions? Stack Nation does. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Ask for a Bitcoin address, I guess. If you want to pay for something, we're in there. Actually, we've made a few Bitcoin transactions recently. So, yeah, that's a pretty cool situation. Look, man, you can already be living on the Bitcoin standard. You can really be living on a different standard than what we have right now. And I think it will work to your benefit, is what I would say. Now, I will also add that everything that we've looked at here, it seems that this blockchain economy is shaping, is taking form in one way or another. But I think regulations of some sort need to kind of trickle in, right, to avoid things like rug pulls and all the other bad actors in the space. Other than this, I think in just the disruption that is coming to the banking sector, it will be interesting. I'm pretty sure they're going to adapt and switch over to something else. But what is the Federal Reserve going to do? You know?
Yeah.
Because I just see them becoming less and less important.
No. See, the old guards are always going to find a way to move the goalposts. And what I keep preaching is that we have to be careful that what happened to the internet in the 90s does not happen to blockchains and Bitcoin. So what we could see happening is that the government could push regulations in support of all these other business opportunities or economical. All these factors could literally increase the GDP of the United States if the United States really want to jump on this for real.
Yeah.
But we also have to be careful because they can use this process to divert people's thought process from Bitcoin. Because, oh, I can make money with all this other blockchain, but they make money and give away their freedom. So there's got to be a balance where you still keep pushing for your freedom with the investment in Bitcoin, but also take advantage of the decentralization that blockchains give you.
Look, man, I agree with that. I'm looking forward to see how this whole situation unfolds, you know. Also, I think it would be good to know someone like Reggie Middleton, because I feel like this guy has a few things that he can tell you ahead of time.
Yes.
That would be to your benefit. But, you know, that's just a thing for another day. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, right? We're on Twitter, Stackfin. Definitely drop your, actually, on the Gentlemen of Crypto channel, right? We do technical analysis over there on Thursday. It's not always technical analysis. It can be something else. But if there is a coin you would like for us to do TA on, hit us up on Twitter, and we'll definitely do it on the Gentlemen of Crypto channel. Any final thoughts, Double O?
Thanks for liking and subscribing.
Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, Brazen out.
Double O.